Oh,
How are you doing?
good. I was trying to find you, so I'm glad you sent it.
Yeah. Yep. Yep. I just got on and I have 7 people in here. Hi guys. We're doing the I Rise
Hey,
Daily show today. And
rise up.
yeah,
Rise
so
up, guys.
yeah.
Good morning.
So for whoever's in here, hey, how you doing? We're doing this daily
We didn't even
show.
plan this, guys. We didn't even plan this. We just like look cute together on accident.
Yeah, this is sort of like
Coordinating and all.
right. This is we didn't plan much, but anyway, we plan to be here. So we plan to show up and to do readings. And if you were here yesterday, we did an astrological forecast for the week, pretty much. So we're going to do that every week. And then I'm going to give it over to Alicia. She's going to start us off with some readings. We're going to start off with readings
Yes,
today.
we're gonna start off with readings today. We're gonna do it a little bit different. So if you're used to my live, you know how we do the popcorn one card pulls. That's what we're gonna do. So everybody start to share the live in both lives. We're gonna pick from those reads, from those ones that go through. We're gonna popcorn read you guys. So if you're wanting to book a reading online, or not book, get a reading on live, then you're gonna share the live to your top 15. If you don't know how to share, there should be hold on, mirror mode. Whoop, there should be a little button right here or right there, and it's going to be either an arrow or a little messenger or a picture. You're going to click it. You're going to click all 15 pictures and hit send at the end. That's going to get you on the list, get you in the running to get a free read. We're going to tag team read them today.
Yeah, we are.
So we're going to do that first and foremost. That way we can help get the live out there, get more people in to share the messages, and then we'll get into some tarot teachings and all of that in a little bit.
I need to get one thing. I'll be right back.
Okay, you're good. I'm trying to decide where we're going to go with these today. I think we're going to the healing deck, guys. So this is one of my favorite decks. It's called Whispers of Healing. I know a lot of y'all like to know which ones they are, but this is by Angela Hartfield and Josephine Walton Oracle deck. Nice. So this is what I'm going to use. Okay, so I've got a few shares over here. Let's see. Mayhem 76. His name is Johnny. Johnny's one of my regulars in my life, so we're going to read for Johnny.
Okay.
Take a deep breath in. Ooh, okay, so this is what I got for you, Johnny, that you're still needing to make sure you're going within, that you're focusing on healing that inner child. Don't forget, don't leave it behind. Go back and pick up those fragmented parts of yourself.
Okay, let me just pull a card for Johnny. Hi, everybody. We're just starting out with card readings today. So if you want a card reading, oh, the sun. This is such a great card. This is one of the best cards to come up. The sun, major arcana. This is great. So the sun means that, your future looks really bright. Again, this is one of the best cards. You see, she was talking about this inner child healing, and you see this toddler here on this horse with the sun in its back. It's warm, it's happy, it's going in the right direction. Everything that it needs is right there along its path for it, always divinely protected. So, whatever you're going through, whatever healing you're going through, just know you're going in the right direction, and that if you continue to go the way you're going, you're only going to have a bright future. Not that things aren't going to come up, but they always do. But congratulations.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
All right, pick somebody from your life. So I have people asking, so how you're going to get a reading is you're going to share the live to your top 15 or to another social media platform. And then when we see your share, we're going to go through and do some readings. So if you're wanting a free one card pull, that's how you're going to get it.
So we got Darla 1111.
Darla. Ooh, Darla, I have such happy energy when I connect to you.
Darla 1111. I'm going to pull from the goddess deck on this one. So I'll start this one out. How's that sound, Alicia?
Sounds good.
Okay, Darla, one popped right out here for you. King of Cups. Ooh. This is a good card to come up in a reading, because this is big love. Okay, this is big love. If you're in a relationship in your life, I actually feel like this is someone coming through, Alicia. I feel like this is a like either a father or a grandfather. Okay, this is someone coming through for you. You have a loved one in spirit that's coming through for you. That's what I'm feeling like this is. This is not someone in your life. So it's maybe it's a mature male figure. So it's maybe a grandfather or a father. My dad, she says, my dad. Your dad's here. What does he have to say, Alicia? Do you want to pull a card? Are you ready?
So this is what I got. First card that like fell out was grateful, but we hadn't really started the reading yet, so I just like let that go. It was coming through as an attitude of gratitude and that you're ready for that next level. And so I literally I saw someone, this male figure, right, the father, picking her up and going up a ladder. So I saw him behind you, holding you, bracing you. And I feel like right now things are really unsettled in your life and you're feeling kind of like you're struggling in actually taking care of yourself. It's like there's that happy front. I like felt this happy energy as soon as I connected, but then, or like right after I mentioned it, I felt a sinking feeling. And so what that tells me as I pull these cards too, is that you actually are needing to focus on this self-love right now. It's you're feeling unstable and insecure and like you're not being fully supported in this time. And that's why with this bareback showing that your dad stepped through and showed that he's holding you with that bare back. He's holding you. So you are safe, you are protected, and you are on the right path. You just got to keep going. Don't give up and focus on that self-love so that happiness is genuine.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. She's saying, oh my God, my dad. Yeah. Oh my God. Yes. Yeah. She's really happy. So that was really nice. I was really wanting, that to happen. So that was really nice.
We talked about that this morning.
Yeah,
that
we
was
did.
Something that we both felt was going to happen today. We're like, are you all right with mediumships going on today? Because it's probably going to happen. Okay, so Johnny says, excellent. That gives me a good feeling about selling the house.
Oh, yeah,
so
great.
He's got a new opportunity that he's doing. That's
okay,
awesome.
Great.
And okay,
and Darla says thank you. Okay, so you pick next.
You're welcome.
Yeah.
All right, so up next I have Beautifully Me.
Okay.
Her name is Mel. Beautifully Me. I think I'm going to switch decks too. I'm switching decks
the
too.
Love deck. Oh, thank you.
Oh, well, what you don't know is that she actually posted in my comments, I met someone new about 3 minutes ago.
Well, I've got the good card for that. The Three of Cups. And look, I'm going to give her a bonus. Prince of Cups.
Yes, she said, I met someone new. All right, well, let's see what else we got here. So explain to us what that means.
Well, actually, I mean, the Three of Cups, it's a celebratory card. Okay, this could be a new union. This could be a family and friends gather. I have a feeling that it's the celebration, though, of this Prince of Cups that just has come into your life. And there's some other cards around it, and it looks like it's a decent connection. So congratulations.
Yeah. I'm getting the same thing with the new connection, that this is like, consider your foundations. Things are changing. So you want to make sure that you're building from a solid, firm foundation, and that you guys are definitely going to be spending some quality time together. You had 3 that flew out, and that this is definitely a miracle that has dropped into your lap. It is exciting times for you right now. So enjoy that.
Okay.
If you're wanting to get a read, guys, you need to share the live to your top 15 or to another social media platform, and that'll get you on the list for the reads. And we're going to go through and do these kind of tag team for about 15 minutes. So
yeah. So dark DRX-ma. So dark shared the live. So we're going to do dark. We're doing you. If you want a reading, hi, Kick-Ass Karen. If you want a reading, you have to share the live. And we're doing kind of like a quick 2-card pull, one from me and one from Alecia. And then we're going to do a meditation, and then we're going to do more card readings later. Okay. These cards are beautiful. Okay. So dark. We're going to do dark.
Her name was Jamie, and I called her Mel, and I don't know why I've always done that. And she tells me that every time. She's sitting here commenting, you always do that, because her name is Beautifully Me, and I always add an L. So sorry, it's actually Jamie, but she answers to Mel in my life.
Okay. All right. So a lot of people are sharing the live, but we're doing dark now, and I'm doing.
All right, got it.
Why don't you start with this, because I'm not ready, and it looks like you are.
You need a break. Spirit's telling you that you need a vacation. Have you planned one? Are you going? Are you on one? You need to be. You need to take a break. You're overworking yourself.
Okay. Yeah. And I'm getting, it's time to step back from what you've been working on. Okay. You're toiling, but you have to step back and look at the things that you're doing sometimes. Sometimes when you're so deeply in it, you can get confused and not see what you've grown. So you want to just take a step back and look at what you've been doing and reassess so that you can move forward a little bit more effortlessly. So that's your reading for you, Dark. Okay. I don't know your first
Love
name.
it.
So, all
Okay, so
right.
I have a Winnie.
Okay.
Winnie with a W-I. Winnie.
Winnie. That's a nice name. You're welcome. Dark
And
says thank you.
Mel or Jamie. Jamie says yes, she feels that he's a. Hold on, I lost it. She said they have a good connection. Where'd it go? I lost it. She said they had a good connection and that he seems to be a sweet guy, I believe.
Okay.
All right, so there we go. We got confirmation on that one there. Okay, this is what I got for you. This is the contemplation card. So you notice how it has the lion there and then you've got the butterfly wings on the head. That's saying that there's some transitions happening within you. You're changing the way that you think about things. You're starting to move with bravery and courage. And you're really trying to make some decisions right now to align your life with your highest purpose. So keep going, keep going, keep going. But make sure that you're facing things with courage and bravery, okay?
Yeah, because I get the Eight of Wands, and that means that things want to happen quicker than you're allowing them, is what's coming through. You're just putting up some resistance. So if you just let go of trying to control things, just relax, maybe take a day or two off. I know it sounds anti-instinctual, but take some time back. And boy, this message coming through a lot today because it wants to come. So once you sort of let go, it's gonna go quicker, or let go and make it more comfortable. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
All right. So if you want a reading, you're going to share the live. So I'm going to look here and see who shared the live. So J De La Garza, Jay
Okay.
shared the live. So we're going to do it.
Take a deep breath for us.
Yeah.
If you don't mind.
Jay.
Oh.
Oh. I'm getting this. I got the Seven of Swords. Okay. You're a little guarded. I think maybe you might have just come through a situation where you're on your guard, or you got a little bit stung, or maybe there's a little something going on in your life that's a little bit drama. What did you get?
Love matters and clear endeavor. So this is saying you're struggling in a love situation. There's a situation where you're feeling distraught. Notice that there's so many birds on these two cards too. So you may be seeing birds or owls as a sign to help you, but you're needing to get clear on love matters. You need to decide what you want and you need to make sure that you're following what is happening within your heart. That if you have a full body yes, it's a yes. But if you have any resistance in your body anywhere, the answer's no. The answer's no. So it's time to get clear on your endeavors in regards to love and connections that are in your life.
Yeah, and just, it's good to just have all the information. Just make sure that you get all your information. So I'm waiting to hear back, but I haven't. So we're just going to go on. So hi, Jillian. All right. So if you want a card, we're going to do this for a few more minutes. You have to share the live. And so Alicia's going to do it now. Somebody from her
You're going to
live.
share live to your top 15 or to another social media platform. That'll get you on there. Okay. I'll see you later, love. All right. So let's see.
And we're going to do a meditation after this, guys.
Yes. We're going to do meditation. Then we're going to go into some teaching and some sharing. I've got so many comments blowing up over here. Okay. XO Realistry. Okay. So I always say it wrong. Real Estrie. Her name is Tino Marie.
Okay.
We'll just go with that. Her name is Tino Marie because I always say her name wrong too. All right, we're going to the gratitude deck for you. That one flew, and I went to get it, and Spirit gave me a check that was not what I was supposed to do. Okay. You're working really hard on healing right now. There's a lot of memories that are being triggered for you right now, especially from your childhood. Those childhood memories are coming up so that they can come out. It's time to finally feel them so that you can heal them. You're in a major, major healing process right now. So it's time to go back and take care of those inner child wounds that are coming up. If it comes up, it needs to come out. Remember that. You know the baby with the machete story. Y'all don't know that story. I'm going to have to explain that in a minute. So maybe that'll be our little teaching tip topic.
Okay.
I'll explain that.
Okay. And I'm getting that, you've been really hurt. You kind of been done wrong. And even though it's like your trust level is low, and it should be because of what happened. But, basically, let me just see. I just want to breathe. I want to get you the right message with the right words because it's important. Okay. So it's important to acknowledge, things in your life, but don't stay there. Don't, you will be able to trust moving forward. A lot of what's going on is just your trauma triggers coming up. Okay. So just Alecia was right. Just work through that, and just, you're going to see things more clearly as you move on in life. And, you're going to, the way that you were hurt, I don't know what happened, but I'm sensing something. I'm getting caught up in something. So I'm just going to say that you will be able to trust again, dear. That's the big.
So she's confirming everything. She's saying she is crying right now, that her mom has just recently come back into the picture and it's triggering things.
Yes.
So.
Yes. And, I'm glad you gave that information because, keep your guard up, but keep your guard up. Definitely. Just see things clearly. Okay. And know that you're an adult. You're not a child.
She's pregnant. She said, I'm not pregnant. I'm an emotional mess.
Yeah, dear, you're going to be okay. Just stay true to who you are. See things very clearly. Just try to see beyond the emotions, do your healing, and you're going to do fine. Yeah. Okay.
So much love for you. She said, thank you so much.
You're welcome, dear.
Okay. Do we want to do one more card pull and then let's jump over and do our meditation?
Sure.
All right, cool.
Sure. I will go.
You're up.
I thought you were going to talk about, do you want to do the meditation now or after you?
We're going to do one more card pull, right?
Right.
One more card pull?
Right.
So it's your live. And then I can tell that after the meditation because we need to be in a good space before we hear that.
Okay, great. I'm just looking at who shared the live. Okay. So, Nicole, hello. She just said hello. There you are. We connected. Nicole, we're going to pick a card for you. I have a feeling it's a love card, so I'm going to pick from the left deck. Either way, it'll work out. Okay, Nicole. Oh, this is a lovely card. Ace of Staves. Okay, Ace of Wands. Okay. So when you see wands in a reading, this is like our inspirations, our creative inspirations. It's also a lot of stability, like inner stability, getting to know ourselves, what we like, what we want. And it looks like maybe you might have just come through a time where you're sort of coming into your own right now. And I'm going to pass it over to Alecia because I think she has a compound. Yeah.
So you want to put that card back up?
Yes. Look at that.
Look at that. Like how on point is that? So Spirit is telling you right now, you're supposed to be seeking spiritual growth. Now is a time of enlightenment. You are perfectly positioned to receive every download from Spirit, every clarity, every understanding, every shift that needs to happen. But you're needing to make sure you stay plugged in. Is that a crown on the top of that one? I can hardly see it, but I think there's a crown on top of it.
Yes.
Which is that crown chakra. Chakra, being open to receiving those messages, being open.
And you could do it through meditation. You could do it through art too. Spirit is wanting me to tell you that you could do it through art. Okay. So if you pick up some kind of medium, if meditation is hard for you, it'll come through art as well. So that was lovely. Those were nice readings. All right. So this is an hour-long show just for the people who just got here. I'm just going to go over what we're doing here for the people who just showed up. So Alecia and I decided to come together every day live at noon to bring you this show. And yesterday we had an astrologist on, and Astro Lori, and she talked about astrology, and she gave sort of like a forecast for the week. So what we're doing is, you shared the live a lot. I know if you shared the live a lot and you stick around, we're doing more in-depth readings after. Okay. So just stick around through the meditation. And today I'm going to do a healing heart chakra meditation. Usually I do them in my lives before I do readings. So what we decided is today I'll do this, and then we're going to do more readings after. But after I do this, Alicia's going to talk, give her little presentation for the day, which I don't even know what it is, which is fine. I'm sure it'll be great information.
You're gonna learn something new today too.
I'm gonna learn a baby with a machete. I don't know. It sounds interesting. So
it's gonna be so good. You'll never forget it. You'll never forget it. It's gonna change your life. It honestly will. That's the whole point of us doing these things, right? So that we can change our lives, so we can grow and get to our highest self.
Right.
So sometimes we got to hear some funky things that will stick. Right. So I'm gonna help you with that.
So we were told to show up and just, share our gifts the way that our gifts are authentically. So that's what we're doing. So here we are. We're glad that you're here, and we'll be here every day at noon. Okay. So we're going to start with a breathing exercise, and Alicia does it different than I do with the breathing. She uses her arms. So she does that. You can follow along with her. And if not, you can follow along with me. We're doing 5 deep breaths in through the nose. And then you're going to hold it for, maybe we'll hold it for a count of 5 just to keep things consistent. And then release for a count of 5. We're going to do that 5 times. And then I'm going to take you into a meditation. It's not going to last long. We're going to just go sort of travel down to your heart chakra, buck up around in there a little bit, get things going, see how we're feeling, do some healing, and then done. Within 5 minutes, we're going to be done. Okay. It doesn't have to be overcomplicated or a long process.
Yep.
So just stay for 5 minutes. I'm sure that you'll feel better after. Then we're going to talk some more, and then we're going to do more readings. Okay. So
I love healing. Let's do it.
A lot of healing. Okay. So sit with your spine aligned, or stand or lie, whatever is comfortable for you. You shouldn't be operating anything. I like to close my eyes. I would suggest that you do that too, but whatever's comfortable. And we are going to breathe in through the nose for a count of 5, as deep as you can. Starting now, in through the nose and holding for 5. And out for 5. In for 5. Can you turn the music off? I'm sorry.
Yep, sure can.
Just keep breathing, guys. Holding it for 5. And out for 5. In through the nose for 5. Holding for 5. And out for 5. 2 more. In through the nose for 5. Holding for 5. And out for 5. 1 final time counting. In for 5. Holding. And out for 5. You want to continue to breathe in through your nose and out through your nose. You want to regulate your breathing. You should feel your body relaxing. Check in with your body. Anywhere where you feel any tension, just breathe into that area to try to let go of that. And you want to take your consciousness to your mind's eye, just right behind your eyes and your nose, in that place. Take another deep breath in. And we're going to take a journey right down to your heart chakra. So you're going to go right down, down, behind your nose, follow your spine, down your throat, down the back of your spine, through down to your breastbone, in between your breast, right at the top of your ribs, where your ribs meet your breastbone. That's where your heart chakra is. So you're going to want to settle your energies there, center your breathing there, and try to tap into what it's feeling like. You could be feeling already some emotions. If you need to let go of emotions, let them go. This is a safe space. Know that there are emotions that are stuck, that are ready and willing to be brought up and let go for your happiness and your joy. Now, you're going to want to imagine a green light coming up and glowing out of that area, a circle of light that's just glowing. It could be any size. It could be, a pinprick just coming through, a beam of light, but you want to try to get that to glow as bright and as much and as big as possible. Okay. If you need to touch that area, that's okay as well. Whatever you need to feel comfortable. And if you feel things coming up, just let them release. If you feel totally uncomfortable, just leave. But just do what you can. This is sort of like a little massage for your chakra, if you will. It's just a little getting in there, getting to know it, getting in touch with your feelings, getting in touch with what's going on with your heart. The heart is the biggest muscle in the body. Okay. Green is the color that governs this chakra. Okay. We all have stuff going on with our heart. We all have heartache. And these little exercises help with that. Okay. You're going to just sense that area. You're going to take another deep breath in and out, releasing anything that doesn't feel good, that's not serving you, that's keeping you from your joy. And now we just want to start to bring back that light. Just bring it back. Start to dim it, if you will. Dim it down. We want to start to be able to control these areas, do this spiritual hygiene, as we call it. Just really bring that light back down, fading slowly, slowly. And then when the light is completely gone, just settle your energies there again so that you can maybe feel a difference. You could do this on your own and stay there for longer and do really deep healing. But for right now, you just got in touch with some things and you want to just completely make sure that the light is gone. You want to kind of cover, sort of like, you don't want your chakras to be completely gaping wide open all the time. So you kind of want just a little bit of a invisible barrier over it. You want it open, but you want it protected because we can take in energies from our chakras that we don't want. So just clean that all up, protect that all up. And then you're going to come right back up through the sternum, over the throat chakra, up through the back of the head. Okay, and bring your energy back into your mind's eye. Okay, settle here for a minute. Just settle here for a minute. See how you feel. We're going to take a deep breath in through the nose and out through the mouth. Now wiggle your fingers and your toes. Open your eyes. Come back. Okay. And so that was a little short meditation for your heart chakra. You could do this for any chakra. It's sort of like I like to call it spiritual hygiene. Okay. Because if we don't care for our etheric body, okay, which is our aura, our chakras, then we're going to be out of alignment. And then it causes physical misalignment. It's all connected. So I hope you enjoyed that. And
That was awesome.
I feel great. I feel better. You might, if you felt emotional, that's normal. And you might feel emotional when you do these things because the heart is, our emotional center. So you're going to feel it. I feel light. Somebody says, I feel light.
Yeah.
I feel a lot
Yeah.
lighter
Lots
too.
of people saying thank you over
Yeah,
here.
great. Well, I hope you enjoyed that. So
Sharing
that
the
just,
live too. Awesome. Thank you guys.
yeah, it shifts the energy a little in the live too when we do a meditation like that. So
Yeah, that was awesome.
yeah.
So yeah, people are saying I started crying. I have so much peace.
Yes.
I didn't feel anything, but I cried. So that's healing. That's breaking things free, and eventually you'll start to feel. Right now, it's that's breaking something off of you so that you can. You're so welcome, guys.
That's perfect.
You're so welcome. All right, so I'm going to explain the crazy comment I made, okay? Because I know like half the room was like, what is she talking about? But it's something you'll never forget. So this is something that I mention in my lives quite a bit. And it's a good way for you to understand the importance when we say going in and healing the inner child, that you understand the importance of that. A lot of times when we hear that message, we think, well, I don't even know what that is. I don't know how to do that. So whatever, it'll work itself out. That's been 20 years, whatever. And so we treat it as though it's a little check engine light on our car that's been there for a year and a half, or that it's got the windshield washer fluid, even less important than the check engine light. Like, oh, there just must be a glitch somewhere or something. So we ignore it and we minimize and we stuff and we continue to do that. And eventually all of that comes back up. And we have an opportunity to deal with it again. And if we minimize and stuff, it just builds and builds and builds. And eventually there's an explosion. There's a breaking. So what I want you to do is to look at that as though it's something much more serious. We tried to go to the fire alarm example, and we still had people that just couldn't relate to that because a fire alarm, I'm not a fireman. I've never done that. I don't have a desire to do it. Okay, cool. Let me hit you where it hurts. Let me get you where everybody can feel it. So I want you to imagine that you live here in Oklahoma like me, okay? We don't get a lot of snow here, but we get blizzards every so often. Literally the whole, like it's crazy. We'll get a ton of snow, lots and lots of ice. That's our major problem, okay? Well, let's imagine that you live here in the winter and we happen to be getting the one snowstorm we get for the entire year. And you're at a job, you work in corporate. You have 50 employees that are waiting on you. You're the manager. You were supposed to be at work already. You're driving in Oklahoma with snow where nobody has the right tires. Nobody knows how to fucking drive on that to save their lives. And so no one is going above 5 or 10 miles an hour, even on the highway. And you're driving along, and not only are you the boss and do you have 50 employees waiting on you, but you also have corporate in-house today. So you have your boss and your boss's boss and their boss all there, and you're late. You're late. You're stressed. You're anxious. You're on the phone. They're asking, where are you? How long till you get here? We needed you. Your employees are here. Why aren't you here? So you're driving along. Remember, it's in the snow. We're not going very fast. And you happen to look over out the side of your window because you see something running along the side of the road in the snow. And it looks like a person, and it's a toddler. It's a little 2-year-old, and they're running down the street, and they don't even have any clothes on. They're in a diaper. Mm-hmm. They're freezing. And you look a little closer as you get closer, and you realize that there's actually something in its hand, and it's covered in red. It's blood. And that's a machete. What are you doing right now? Are you still on the phone with your boss and driving 5 to 10 miles an hour trying to hurry up and get to work? Or are you slamming on those brakes saying, I gotta go, I'll call you back? And you're going and running to that child and making sure that it's safe, finding out what's happened, calling for help. I would like to believe that, 99.99% of you are going to stop. You're going to stop because that's important. It's more important than anything else. In that moment, it doesn't matter who's in town. It doesn't matter who's at work waiting for you. The most important thing is going right there. That's your inner child. That's when triggers come up. That's when things are being triggered. It's a reaction, right? When you're being reactive, it's reactivating an old wound and thus triggering you. So you have to start to look at those triggers as the baby with the machete, the bloody machete running down the road. You can't ignore it. You can't dismiss yourself any longer. You have to show up. It's important. It's vital. And the only way to heal is to feel. And your inner child is crying out. Those of you that have been struggling over the last week and a half, 2 weeks, you've had trigger after trigger, test after test. And a lot of it, for a lot of you, it's bringing up those childhood wounds. You're having flashbacks. You're seeing some of the same things. You're being triggered. It's not to just irritate you. It's to irrigate you. It's to clean it out.
I like that. I like that. It's not just to irritate, it's to irrigate. I like that.
I just got that. So. I was like, that was pretty good. That was a pretty good one.
That was a good one. You should write that one down. You should. That's great. Yeah, no, that's a great analogy because it's true. Sometimes I feel like a toddler running around with a machete. Like when you said it, I was like, yeah, that's kind of what happens. They're laughing over here. So, well, thank you for sharing that. What time is, I don't even know what time it is. I don't have a clock.
We've just been flowing with spirit. Okay, hold on. My kid got me this watch at a garage sale yesterday, and I don't know how to use it. Okay, it's 11:37. Okay, so this is what we're gonna do because I feel like we are supposed to share more messages today. Yes. So I think that today we're gonna do a quick review of our tarot lesson from yesterday. Plus, it's our launch, and we didn't have a whole lot of people that were able to make it yesterday, and for some reason the replay didn't work on YouTube, so we got to check that out. So I'm gonna review the lesson. I'm going to review the lesson from yesterday. So let's see what you guys remember. And if you don't remember, you weren't here, get a pen and paper. We're going to teach you some tarot.
And then we're going to do readings. We're going to do readings after.
And then we're doing readings right after. Yep. And those are going to be more in depth. Okay. So we're going to pick just a few of you guys. And
then go ahead. What you want to?
I was gonna say, if we want to bring them on the live, or do we just want to do it through the comments like we've been doing?
Well, I think
just do it through the comments.
We can't bring them on the live.
Oh, when we're both on here. Right. You're right. Okay.
Right. Cool. But I do want to say that I am going to stay live for a little while after. So if you want a paid reading, I'm going to be live after this doing paid readings. I'm just going to stay live and do that. So
okay. Cool.
Anyway, but yeah, no, cool. We'll just, these readings we'll just continue to do because we can't put a guest on. So, okay. So do your tarot teach and then we'll pull some more cards. Hopefully we'll get spirit to come through more like family members we're looking for.
All right. Awesome. So our first lesson is this. We're just going to go right back over it. If you missed it, you're not going to miss a thing. I got you. Okay. And if you know the answers, I want you to comment them as I'm asking them. Okay. So first of all, does anybody remember how many cards are in the tarot deck? Does anybody remember? There's a set number of cards in an actual tarot deck, not oracle, but tarot. And there are 2 segments of cards. Do you remember the 2 segments? So there's a total number of cards, and then can you name the 2 segments? Those are the answers I'm looking for. Do we have anybody that knows? Oh, what happened?
I know.
There we go. 78. No, 78. Kidding. We got it. 78. We got it. All right. Well, I'm not quite sure what happened, but my light just went out. So we'll be in the dark for a little bit. Sorry. I don't know. I'm definitely here to learn. Yes, it was 78. All right. So I'm going to just go ahead and recap then because it looks like we don't have a whole lot of people that were here yesterday to remember that. So I'm going to just teach it. That's what I wanted to check. Yeah. Okay. So
somebody here said 78.
We have another answer here. So major arcana and minor arcana. That is correct. So there's 78 set cards. It's telling a story of a fool's journey, which, by the way, we're all the fool. Hi! We're all beginning. We're all growing. We're all learning. So there's major arcana and there's minor arcana. Arcana means mystery. So it's just these are bigger, major, or minor. It doesn't mean that they're less important messages, but kind of like how you play in the minor leagues or the major leagues. You're still a professional ball player, right? So it's just messages, all right? So it's going to be major and minor. Up next, there are 0 to 21 cards that are labeled number 0 all the way to 21 that are in the major arcana. It starts with the Fool and it goes to the World, which is the completion of that journey. and then it starts back over, right? So those are the main key points of just like, what is tarot? Where's the organization of it and everything else? So now I'm going to teach you something really cool that you may not know. And I didn't know until I started really trying to study tarot a little more. And so there are 4 suits, and it's actually just like the 4 suits of playing cards. They were actually started, tarot cards and playing cards were used in the same way. They were both used to give the messages. So cups is the first one. Okay. So this could come across in other decks. Like, for example, I have the psychic tarot. This is an oracle type tarot. So it has the same numbered cards, but they're named differently. So sometimes you'll see a different name. So it's about emotions, intuition, and it's also heart, right? So the playing card that it would correlate to. So if you don't have tarot cards, you don't have the money to buy tarot cards, do you have playing cards? Can you get a pack for $1 at the grocery store? Cool. So if you want to learn to read with those, we got you. We got all budgets covered. And if you just want to learn and take the notes and not have the cards, you can do that too. You can do that too. So the next one is coins. Coins refers to, it can also be pentacles, right? It refers to money or finances, materialistic things. Okay. So when you see coins, you're thinking automatically, this is about money, finances, materialistic things. The next one, oh, and that is what? Do you guys remember? Does anybody remember that was here yesterday? If you're looking at the playing cards that are in a deck, which one is it? Is it the hearts, the clubs, the spades, or the diamonds? Does anybody remember?
I do.
It's like, I got it. Cups refers to emotions. It's the heart. It is diamonds. Good job. Diamonds. So diamonds is coins or pentacles. Sometimes you'll see materials. It'll actually call it as that. So it's representative of the materials and finances. You're welcome. No worries. Hey, and let me know if you have any questions on your end too. I'm trying to answer questions as I see them here. Okay, so up next is going to be swords. So when we see the swords, that suit is actually referring to like logic, reason. Okay, so it's a lot of thought processes. Now, that one is done with the sword, right? So on a sword, if you think back to olden days, it would have been a spear, right? So a spade represents swords. Okay, and that refers to reason. Yep, spades. Good job. All right, up next is the final little segment of the suit, and that is wands. Now, wands represents, you guys have probably heard this over and over, especially with all the love readings that seem to be popping out everywhere right now. Communication is coming. It's the 8 of wands. It's the 8 of wands. Well, now you know that means communication, right? It's about communication. It's about your will, and that is clubs. Yes, it is clubs. Good job, Kristen. So that also represents fire. It's moving forward with passion.
It could be travel too. 8 of wands could be travel.
Yep. So it's movement.
Yes.
All right. So, and then we also covered one last thing, and I don't know if I ever said this last line, but it was the 4 courts, and we'll go into more of these as we read each one individually. But so you have the numbered cards, and then it goes up to page, knight, king, and queen. So that's our recap on our tarot lesson from yesterday. I hope that helped you guys. You learned some fun new things. And then we will go a little bit deeper next week. We want to make sure we give everyone time if you wanted to get a deck to work with, or if you want to make sure that your schedule aligns, we want to make sure we give you time to do that. So we'll be back on Monday with additional lessons in that. And we did perfect timing on that. Look at that. We're right at 11:45.
Yeah.
So we're going to do some readings real quick.
And Spirit is here in full form because I am freezing.
I saw the blanket come out.
Yeah, I'm freezing. So I just got to get a sweater because I'm just cold. So here we go. Where Spirit's ready to come through. So
There we go. I fixed the light.
Do you want to pick somebody from your live, or do you want me to pick? Or
you go ahead. You go ahead. You're already in it.
All right. So where are you guys? So you share the live in order to get a read, and there was somebody that shared the live that is in here that I said that I would do. And who is it? Who are you? Show yourself. I
Show
forget.
yourself.
Oh, here we go. Is it Esme?
Esme, yeah. Esme Salazar.
Arisa. Erisa.
Arisa. Oh, okay.
Arisa, you still here? Wait,
Erisa.
is that Faye? Wait, Arisa. Are you still here? Let's just see if she's still here. Okay, guys, start sharing the live, and I'm gonna pick. Okay, Arisa, is
If
she
you'd
still here?
like to get a free read on live, share it right now.
Oh,
Tap the
you were that one.
screen like
Okay,
crazy and share the live.
so Sawey, Sawana, Sawana, Sawana. I hope I'm pronouncing your name right. Sawana, we're going to do a reading for you. I have a feeling it's connected to love. I'm not, so I'm going to pull from these love cards. Sawana, thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you. Lunatic, thank you. Okay. Sawana, and I'm sorry if I'm butchering your name, but here we go. Do you got something already? Ooh.
I'm listening.
It does have to do. It does. Yeah, sure, no problem. It does have to do with love and your love life. Oh,
Oh, bless you.
sorry. God bless me. I also feel like this is somebody, and I feel like spirit is here for you. And obviously it's a mother figure or a grandmother figure. They're wanting me to pull another card. Sorry, but I'm going to do it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
no, sorry.
spirit is here for you, like fully present. You have someone in spirit. Yeah, the death card is here. So definitely this is for you. Okay. I don't know how to say your name. Sawana. I'm sorry if I'm
I think it's,
butchering it.
is it Sawina maybe? I don't know.
Sawina.
I've always put your names too.
It's
I don't know.
Saweynh. Sawina. Okay. You have a
Sawina.
family member here. I believe it's a grandmother or an auntie, an old auntie or something like that. Somebody is here for you. Okay. And I think we're going to give Alicia. Did you pull Sabina?
Mhm.
Sabina. Okay. It's Sabina.
Sabina.
So
Okay.
yeah. So you have spirit is here for you like a grandmother. I do think it's a grandmother and auntie. And what's the message that you're getting?
So I had several cards that came out for you, and you've got two sevens, which is ending of cycles and seasons, and one being self-love. So one of them is a 2-5, so that would be balance and change, right? So those sevens and endings and all of the balance that's needing to come, it feels like you're feeling like you're alone right now. You're struggling with this. It looks like you've been in prayer asking for help for a lot of things. Your perspective is shifting. Your perspective is shifting surrounding these events, and spirit's telling you that you have been graced with everything that you need to handle it. You have been, and you do have messages that are coming through. That you get messages constantly. You get messages constantly, don't you? You have somebody. I'm picking up someone on dad's side that's coming through for me
Okay.
over here.
Sabina, you talk to us here because you've got a lot. You've got a lot of spirit here for you. So yeah, is she come here? Let me just see if she's responding here. Yeah, yeah. I badly need guidance for love. When will I meet the love of my life? Well, you know what? There's so much here for you beyond the love of your life, dear. Um, you know, there's so much here for you beyond that. So if you're looking to meet the love of your life and if you're putting the importance on that, that's where you're going wrong. Okay. You definitely have spirit around you a lot. You have a lot of like angels, like angel guidance around you. And it's not about love. Okay. It's not about finding the perfect person because you're attached to this idea that this person is going to complete you. And really, do you do any kind of spiritual work because you really getting guided in the direction of going down a spiritual path versus going down a path to find a guy? And that's what's coming through for me. How about you, Alicia?
Yeah.
You got anything else?
Yeah, no, I agree, but there's either is I feel like it's grandfather on dad's side that's coming through,
Okay. uh
and
okay, go ahead.
it's okay. Go ahead.
Well, she said, yeah, I did some before, so I guess she's saying spiritual work, she's done some before. But go ahead. Why don't you just channel and see what?
So there's a redirecting. There's a redirecting, and so there's an energy on Dad's side that's coming through, and it's literally. I don't know if you have someone that was in your family that maybe was in the military or was a very authoritative type figure, because they're coming through saying like commander, commander. Okay. So it's saying like it's time for you to take charge of your life. They're saying it's time for you to step into your power. You've been avoiding this path and you keep trying to redirect, even though your heart and things keep pulling you in this one direction. You keep trying to redirect. And as you do that, it's like complete resistance. So it's like the screeching of the cogs not working together.
Okay. She's saying her dad is. Yeah, my dad.
Her dad is. Okay. Okay. So that's just confirmation for you that, you know, this is for you. This is the line. This is saying it's in your father's bloodline, and that the message for you is to pursue where you're being guided. You are supposed to, you're getting messages all the time. You have a lot of things that happen with your left ear. Okay. You have a lot of things that happen with your left ear, and that's confirmation for you. That's your angels. That's your guides talking to you, letting you know, hey, this is what you need to pay attention to. This is where you need to go. So pay attention to those promptings that you get from spirit.
Okay. All right. Great. Well, that was, yeah, like really, I got a clear thing. Like your spiritual path is your path right now. Okay. Not the love path. Mm-hmm. Okay. That's okay. It's okay. Yes, I do see a lot of angel numbers, she says. Okay, we'll go with those and look them up and follow the whatever, you know, follow the lead. Follow the lead. Okay. All right. That's okay.
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 All right.
What do I need? What she says, what do I need to do now? Go on a spiritual path. Don't worry about love. That was the clear message.
You need to, yeah, show up for yourself on the daily. Meditation and you know, healing is going to be important for you.
Okay, go ahead. You can pick.
I'm reading some of the comments over here.
Oh, okay.
I got people in my life saying that message hit me too.
Yeah.
All right. Awesome. Yeah. All right. So Zara, I see you've shared it 3 times, 4 times. You just keep sharing it. However, I didn't pick you because of that. The second I saw your name, Spirit told me to go to you. So I feel that's a message in itself for you. But you're someone who's constantly, Zara, Zarah. I feel like that's a message for you just just up front. The Spirit's letting you know you don't have to prove yourself to anyone. You don't have to flail around trying to get acceptance and approval outside of yourself. That's not what you need to be seeking. I really feel strongly that you struggle immensely with self-acceptance, and you're always it seems to be that you're a people pleaser. It seems to be that it's coming through that you struggle with trying to make sure that other people approve of you. What I want to know is, do you approve of you? Are you happy with your life? Are you at peace? You don't have to perform for anyone. Maybe you were brought up in that environment, but Spirit wants you to know you are no longer in that place, and you don't have anything to prove. You have nothing to prove to anyone. You're supposed to be a human being, not a human doing. Our first and foremost priority is to be. And when we disconnect from all of those thoughts and feelings and emotions that have us overwhelmed, seeking approval from someone else, and we start to actually just step back and we realize and we acknowledge that, you know what? I'm not my emotions. I'm not my thoughts. I'm not my feelings. Those are all just tools. I am me. I am the Spirit. I am. This is just a physical body. This is just a tool. If I were to sit here and say I'm a blue pen, what would you say to me? You tell me I'm crazy, right, Amy? You are not a blue pen. Like, no, you're not. Slap that out of your hand. You are not a blue pen. Oh, but yet when your emotions happen to come in, I'm angry. I'm sad. I'm insecure. I'm broken. No, you're not. That's simply something coming up to come out. So stop identifying as the things that you feel. Step back and realize you are the awareness of them. And something else I'm supposed to tell you is that, do you realize that an emotion only lasts, the physical sensation of an emotion passing through our body It's literally meant to be the sky, like a cloud passing through. When those come in, it's literally only there for 90 seconds. For 90 seconds. So for 90 seconds, can you pause? Can you step back and be the awareness of? So when a trigger comes up like that just did, that raising in your chest that you just felt, and whoever felt that, that's for you too, that you just felt that roll right there. When you feel it, it's the baby with a machete. I'm here. How can I help you? Right? I'm here. Just pause. It doesn't have to take hours to heal. You can heal things in an instant. There's layers to healing, but layer by layer by layer, it doesn't take that long. And emotion comes and goes in 90 seconds. So if you're in a space, I'm having a bad day. Are you really, or did you have a bad moment that you chose to feed on for the rest of the day? You're in charge. You're responsible. Be an observer. Yes, exactly. Okay, so I'll pull cards now. Actually, I'll just let you do the cards on that one. I didn't even pull cards.
Well, I did, and I pulled the Two of Pentacles. So this talks about balancing and balancing our energies for ourselves, not for anybody else. You have the ability to juggle many, many, many things at one time, but you're doing it for everybody else but yourself. So you need to focus on yourself and juggling your stuff, and then you could bring other stuff in. That's what's coming for me.
So let us know how that resonates.
Okay. All right. So now I get to pick here?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
She said, so true.
Okay. So true.
So true.
Okay. Let me pick. Let's just see. I'm seeing how many. Flintstone 88.
Oh, I love the Flintstones.
Flintstone
I used to watch that show back in 88.
Flintstone 88. We're doing you. Okay. And I'm going to stay on after we get off. We're going to be done at 1, and I'm going to stay on and do paid readings. Okay. So if you want a reading after, you can get a reading after. Okay. So yeah, Flintstone 88. Let's see what's going on for you. Oh, well, 2 came out. So, so there might be
we're doing in-depth ones now. You're good. You can pull all you want.
Yeah. I love the Flintstones too. So it seems like there's a situation in your life that maybe you're concerned about, but you don't have to be. I think it isn't in regards to money, okay? Because the 9 of Pentacles comes up, and this is sort of like a wish come true card. It is a wish come true card, and the Pentacles indicates that it's a wish come true card more in the area of your pocket and your finances than in love, okay? So there's some kind of wish come true that you're wanting. Something's wanting to come through, and you have the upper hand. Don't bring worry energy into it, because that just mucks things up a bit. Don't worry about anybody else. Focus on yourself, and you'll be fine. Okay.
So I pulled 4 cards, and you just read them. So there are hidden blessings available to you in all areas and all battles and all things that you're going through. Remember, there are no mistakes. There's only lessons. And there's blessings in the lessons, right? There's blessings, hidden blessings. You're needing to modify some things right now. You've made some transitions. You've realigned some things. And I feel like this is, again, there's a little bit of concern in regards to money. And it's not even on here, but Spirit showed me, like when I'm looking into this right here, like the depths there. But what I saw is even a ring. So that tells me like it feels out of reach. So I don't know if you're single as well too, but it feels out of reach. The finances feel out of reach, and you're feeling kind of frustrated with that. And so Spirit's telling you the answers are within, right? You need to quit worrying about everyone else and go within. And right now you're in a place of needing to accept where you're at in life and not beat yourself up or demean and say, I should have been further. I should have learned this. I shouldn't be struggling, blah, 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 right? To accept where you're at and to learn to go with the flow instead of just turning around and beating yourself up for it. Because then it's like those ocean waves, right? If you're facing the ocean waves, they're coming in and they're hitting you. If you're resisting it, they're coming in and they're whacking you in the face every time. And so you're getting exhausted from that. But if you surrender and you accept things for what they are and you go with the flow of the water, it's a very chill vibe, right? You can just, oh, okay, I'm here. Things are good. So Spirit's just telling you to let go of the attachment to it and the insecurity surrounding those situations. Okay.
Great.
That's
Great.
what I got.
What time is it?
All right. So I think we're at 59. Where are we at? Oh,
Yeah.
we're at 12:01. So let's do our collective, and then we'll disconnect so that you can go ahead and continue your live. And if you guys are wanting to catch me on live, I'm usually live for evening reads. I do discount reads on live at 9 p.m. Central Standard Time. So if you'd like to be a part of that, come back and see me Monday through Thursday. Now I'm off. So I'm off today. I might stay on and do it. I'll stay on a little bit after 2 because I know you guys want to talk. So I'll stay on a little bit after 2.
Yeah.
For my people over here.
Yeah.
So, because I got a whole bunch of comments I haven't been able to read. So I want to go back and answer some of those things.
Yeah, I like doing that. I like, just checking in. Okay, so we're going to do a collective read. I'm going to pull tarot, and you're going to pull oracle.
I am.
I'm doing a 5-card spread. Okay.
Okay, sounds good.
All right, so we're going to do a collective read, guys. So everybody who's here looking for readings, saying that, they're having issues, this might be for you. If you're here, Spirit's going to come through. Okay. I know the
answer. Take a deep breath in.
Yeah, deep breath in.
And let it out.
I already know the energy that's, oh God. They're not going to want to hear this. Yeah. This is a direct correlation to one of my viral readings that's going viral right now. It's the same. Mm-hmm. It's the Knight of Pentacles reading. It's the same energy that's coming through. It's the same collective that's coming through. Basically, I'm going to let you finish drawing and then I'm going to start. Okay.
Okay, I'm good. I am ready when you are.
So basically, there's a lot of waiting, right? There's this energy. This is a love reading. Are you getting it as love or?
Yep.
Yeah. This is a love reading. Okay. But it's not your ex is coming back love reading. Okay. This is the love reading that says you're waiting on something that has you distraught in your mind. Okay. And the 10 of Wands talks about this, getting what you want and it being overwhelming, this taking on this energy of this wish or the desire or the obsession with the wish or the desire. And it gets that people are saying, exactly. And it gets overwhelming. Okay. And it's around this dude, this Prince of Knights dude. Okay. That's been floating through all of my love readings. But, there's a situation that you have to really come to terms with that is complete and that's over. And that, you need to start to balance your own energies because you're off balance because of it. And you want to get to a more place of stability within inside yourself and balance within inside yourself because you're off, because you're lovesick, you're lamenting and you're lovesick. And, when you're feeling like that, even if the person is a meant to be person, it's always best to go in the direction of, filling your own cups and not anybody else's. So that's where I am now.
Okay, so interesting that you say all of that. And I'm supposed to share something that happened right before the live. So right before the live, I came in and I told Alexa, hold on, she's going to listen. Okay, so I told her, can you play some happy music? And I've never asked that before. I don't know why I asked that. I just did. I said, can you play some happy music? And what played was, sure, we think you'll like this playlist. Pop love songs. And I thought, oh. So you only think I'm happy when I'm feeling lovey-dovey, when I'm feeling like I got this thing figured out. Interesting. And then I thought, I don't want to think about anybody else right now. I'm not concerned with that. My focus is here right now. So what if I did this? I stood in the mirror and I looked at myself and I was like, damn, I've really taken good care of myself. I'm I'm proud of how far I've come. If you'd seen me a year and a half ago, I was lying in my hospital bed in my room, and I actually couldn't even get in the hospital bed. I had a bed on the floor because I couldn't get into the hospital bed. I was dying. And to see that I've come that far and I've gone through this much healing was beautiful to me. And so I was looking in the mirror and the song started playing and it was perfect. And the very first few lyrics of the song, I'm going to let it play for you really quickly. Alexa, play Perfect. I can turn it up. I found a love for me. Darling, just dive right in. Follow my lead. And I began to sing the song. I found a girl, beautiful and sweet. Well, and I began to sing it to myself. I was the someone waiting for me. I was just a kid when I fell in love. I didn't know what it was. But I'll never give myself up in love again. Your heart is all that you own. And as you look yourself in the eyes and you sing that, and your eyes, you're holding mine. It's you talking to your inner self, talking to your inner child. I'm never leaving you again. And I danced around this room, loving myself fully. Listening to my favorite song. It's our favorite song.
Goosebumps. Goosebumps and singing right
You
now.
look beautiful.
Yeah.
All right, so I'm going to just let that play in the background.
What a collective reading that is.
For once, show up for yourself. Fall in love with you. And I continued to let every song that played play, and I sang them to me. Sing it to you. Show up for you. So what you need to know right now is that you are being divinely supported. You're breaking free. You're breaking generational curses, which generational curses is not anything to be scared of, guys. It's just a generational habit. It's just things that have been repeated from generation to generation. And you're the one breaking that. That's why you're here. You're breaking free. It's time to set your intention. You notice how she's there alone, but she's on that adventure. Set the intention to fall in love with you. Don't expect for someone else to come in and fulfill those places. Don't wait for someone else to dance with you, to sing with you, to go to dinner with you, to go on vacation with you. Go. Fall in love with you. You've been in your head a lot lately, trying to figure out what's wrong with me. How come I don't have what I want? How come there's not balance in my relationship? Or how come I don't have the relationship that I want? It's all about divine timing, love. It's that balance. It's that yin and that yang. It's the completion of self-love and self-acceptance.